Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Am I backwards again? Hang on. Hang on. You got a view. There we go. A little more. Okay. That's better. Okay. Got to make sure that I got that covered here. What's going on, y'all? Good to see you. Good to see you. I'm going to fix this. You'd think I've done live streams before, honestly. You would. Okay. Ow. There's Megan's chair. I'm here, y'all. I promise. I am here. Okay. So who is here? I'm here. Well, that's good. Turbo is here. There's Jeff. Meredith is here. Meredith says, "How do I get rid of you?" You can turn the channel, Meredith. It's okay, but I'm happy that you are here. There's Alexandre. He says, "Please get back to Angra." Yeah, it's been a hot second, actually a couple of years since I've heard their music. Thank you for that. XBIA is here. There's Lefe. There's Kelly and Margaret. Bill is here. There's Ricky Amethyst. There's Fooney. Okay, okay. There's Savage. And Robert says, "Looks like a fresh haircut." Yeah, I got coiffed. Just in time for Holy Week, so I'm ready to go. It's good to be with all of you. We've had a busy day already. Palm Sunday. It's the start of Holy Week, and it's off to the races now. I'm going to have a busy week, and yeah, but I'm excited. I had a birthday this past week. Thank you to all of you who popped in on our birthday live stream on Thursday. We had a good time. If you want to know my thoughts on some of my favorite albums by by Pink Floyd and Rush and Genesis and Yes and King Crimson, that's where you need to tune in, y'all. That was a fun live stream. We did some trivia, and I think we ended up with 3 or 4 winners, and it's always fun for us to give away some things. And so thank you very much for celebrating another trip around the sun with me this past week. We had a fun week, y'all. We took a look at Sleep Token, their new song Caramel. I've now heard 2 songs from Sleep Token, and I've enjoyed both of them from their upcoming album. I will continue to get to this band, y'all. Probably not till next month when I get back to them, but I'm curious about those guys. So it's good to hear them. On Tuesday, what's up, Glenn? What's up, Glenn? Good to see you. On Tuesday, I took a look at Liquid Tension Experiment 2, their second album. We heard the whole thing over on Patreon. So if you are wondering where you can pick up an entire album of LTE awesomeness, there it is now. We've done one. And so it was really wonderful. We took a look at a couple of songs from the Undertale game last week. That was fun. We did our live stream, and then we started off our journey with Kid A from Radiohead. I did side 1 from Kid A, and boy, let me tell you, friends, I don't know if I've been eagerly expecting a side 2 listen as much as I am with this one. It's such an interesting album and so different from uh, where they had been previous to that, right? So I have not yet heard side 2. I'm going to do that this Friday, and I'm very much looking forward to listening to that. You can see the vinyl. I've got Kid A and Amnesiac out there on the LP. I've had the LP out. I've displayed it, but I've not listened to it. And so now that I'm going to be listening to the rest of Kid A, and I think it won't be too long before we get to Amnesiac, I'm going to be able to listen to that vinyl straight, and it's going to be really fun. So yeah, rock and roll. Thank you, Margaret. Margaret says the LTEEPL was the bomb. There was not a bad song on that, y'all. Not a bad song on that. I loved that. I was I was worried going into it that okay, it's going to be like an hour of nonstop virtuosity, and it wasn't. It was virtuosic at many points throughout that album, but they really did have some nuance in their musical ideas and thoughts. It was a very well paced album, and I very much enjoyed it. Yeah, Margaret, I enjoyed the Council of Doug's hangout yesterday as well. We did our talking, we got some stuff out of the way, and then we just hung out and listened to some tunes together. It was quite fun. It was almost like a little mini Doug on Demand, but it was great. Funi is saying that Leprous is opening many auditions for fans to join them on stage to act as a choir for one of their songs on this upcoming tour. Those are a lot of words that resonate with me. Big Funi, choir on stage, fans, Leprous, join them. Yeah, I'm in for that. Let's figure that out. We can be in the baritone section, Funi. I can figure that out. Fun, fun, fun. Okay. Yeah, so we did Sleep Token, LTE, some Undertale, the birthday live stream, the first half of Kid A from Radiohead, and a council hangout. That was last week. This coming week, it's going to be another big week, y'all. I'm excited about it. Not only is it Holy Week, and I have extra services on Thursday and Friday. I actually have arranged to get off on Saturday so that I can go to see Big Train. They're going to be coming through New Jersey this weekend, and I wanted to go to both their Friday and their Saturday show, but I just can't get out of Good Friday at the church gig. But I can get out of Holy Saturday. So I'll be going to see Big Train on Saturday. If any of you are going to be at the show in northern Jersey on Saturday, look for me and Meg, and we will say hi. That will be great. Wow, it's going to be a big time weekend. So, tomorrow, friends, I'm going to go back to music from the band Ghost. They have a new album that is upcoming, and they're going to be releasing it, I think, in May. And they've got two songs now from that album that have been released, and I'm going to catch up and I'm going to listen to both of them tomorrow. We've got a song called Satanized. That's perfect for Holy Week, right? And there's also a song called Lacrima. And I'm looking forward to hearing those two. So we'll have a twofer on Metal Monday with music by Ghost. Ian is asking for a full Parasomnia album analysis. I have not done that. I was thinking about doing it last month for the Dream Theater tour and their home concert, but I decided against it. Um, uh, I'm up for it. I probably will put that in since I've done several of their songs from that on the channel. If I get to that, that'll probably be a Patreon thing only, and not a YouTube thing. I need to blow my nose here, y'all. Okay. Good Ghost. That is right, Ray. Awesome. Funi is saying Dream Theater will tour the whole album Parasomnia in the fall. So yeah, if not, very soon, then we'll definitely get to it by the time that they come back out for touring it. That'll be lovely, lovely. Yeah, that's funny, Glenn. How about that? It will be a ghost of a time. We're doing music by Ghost and Holy Week. There you go. So yeah, we've got Satanized and Lacrima for Metal Monday tomorrow. Hey, Meg's on. Hi, Meg. On Tuesday, I'm going to do some jazz for our Patreon community, y'all. This month, is Jazz Appreciation Month. And for our fan favorites, which the voting is now open, patrons, our fan favorites for this month, for the first time, we're asking you for your favorite jazz and jazz fusion tracks. And I will be very curious to see how the voting on Discord and on Patreon goes. So on Tuesday, for a behind the score, I've got this book of, make sure that y'all can see this here. I've got this book. There it is, of compositions by Lyle Mays. And we've got a whole bunch of charts and a whole bunch of notes for me to look at. So maybe with a couple of helpers in the Council of Dougs, I'm going to pick a song or two from this to take a look at with our behind the score. I also have received some charts from my good friend Mitch Town, who is out with a brand new solo jazz album. He's a wonderful organist, and he sent me his charts for his brand new album, and so I'm going to pick a song from that album as well. And we will enjoy some jazz charts to see what those kind of charts look like and do some analysis that way. It's going to be fun. That is true, Ray. I do have all of those scores for Mahavishnu Orchestra. I need to get back to them as well. Speaking of Ray, Ray has suggested, and I'm going to do this for a Woman Wednesday this week. I'm going to look at Luca from Suzanne Vega. This is a song that I have memories of hearing, but apparently there's a big backstory to it, and the true meaning of it is beyond me, and it's been decades since I've heard it. So I'm going to take a look at Luca from Suzanne Vega this coming Wednesday. I'm eager to do that. Lefe says a very good song. Wonderful, wonderful. Roger is asking, please can you consider reviewing Supertramp's Roger Hodgson first solo album, Eye of the Storm from 1984? I don't know about that. We've done some Supertramp. It's been a while since we've listened to Supertramp. Eye of the Storm, a solo album from Roger Hodgson. I really enjoy his singing for sure. Great. Thank you for the suggestion, Roger. I'll take a look at that. Okay. So what have I told you about? I got to Woman Wednesday and Suzanne Vega. Cool. Thursday, I'm going to take Thursday off, y'all. I've got services on Thursday, I've got services on Friday. I've got a big, concert on Saturday, and I've got Easter on Sunday. So I'm taking Thursday off. So namaste, y'all. We're going to take a rest on Thursday, but I'm back on Friday with the rest of Kid A from Radiohead. We're going to hear the last 5 songs on that album to finish up Kid A, and that will be our week. Ghost on Monday, some jazz on the Patreon on Tuesday, Suzanne Vega on Wednesday, and some Radiohead on Friday. And then I get to go see Big Big Train with my wife on Saturday. It's going to be awesome. Awesome. Their concert last year that I got to go to, Big Big Train, was one of my favorites of the entire year or of the past several years. They're such a good live band. Megan did not get to go last year, so I'm very eager to take her with me this year. Okay, that's all I got, friends. On this Sunday, I'm actually going to be, you know where I'm going to be after this. We don't have a music club today. Where I am going to be is in front of the television watching the last round of the Masters. It's like a Super Bowl Sunday for me, y'all. I love watching the Masters. They have a great course and a great broadcast there. And we got 2 of the world's best golfers going up against each other today in the final round. So that's what's interesting me this afternoon. I also got to finish up my taxes before too long. I know that's coming up as well. Big Dog Cocker Spaniel. That seems cool. Warrington says Radiohead live are transcendent, similar to Pink Floyd. I will tell a story in this upcoming week's Radiohead release about how Megan and I had the good fortune to get to see Radiohead live. Um, don't miss the episode. I'll tell you more about it. But we got to hear them in an intimate venue for free. How about that? So yeah. Andrew says, Doug, yesterday you played my dedication to my dad with Herb Alpert. Can't remember if I said thank you for playing it. You did, and it was my pleasure to play that. I was happy to, and thank you for sharing that story. That was really a poignant and um, lovely story. Jan is back. All right, good on you, Jan. Welcome. Jeff is saying the Decemberists, Hazards of Love. Megan has told me about the Decemberists, and I don't think we've ever done any of their music on the program. Yeah, there's a lot to continue to get through, right? You know, it was funny, or it is funny. I as I got into this, and after I got past like the first 10 or so extended play lounge episodes, I was going like, what am I going to do? I'm going to run out of the great albums that people want me to hear. Apparently, that's not true because y'all still, there's a whole bunch of music that y'all still want me to get to. And that's great for us. Glenn's asking if there's any craft work on deck. Not currently. Not currently. But I'm up for it. I'm up for it. I think I've heard some craft work on the Doug on Demand and some on the fan favorites uh, as well. Yeah, Robert, I'm excited. Whether it's Rory or whether it's Bryson, I'm just looking forward to watching these guys playing good golf against each other and seeing how it works out. How it works out. Turbo, I have a feeling. Turbo's asking, who do you think is going to get the green jacket? I think it's going to be Rory or Bryson. Um, and you know, Rory has a history of not doing as well on Sundays coming home, right? And Bryson is has got a lot of firepower, so we shall see. We shall see. Austin, I am sure that I will get to Devin's new rock opera in time. I probably won't do it right away, but reading about his new project, The Moth, is what prompted me a week or two ago to get to some of his music that's been on my list to get to, so that I got it out of the way, so that I could get to The Moth when it came time. And that's why I heard Higher, the live from Plovdiv, a couple weeks ago. Yeah. Lore Mister, have you got any new bands on the block? Um, I think the newest one that I've really gotten into for me has been Sleep Token, and I'm 2 songs in for them. um, Other than that, I not off the top of my head. Not off the top of my head. There's Fooney putting his stake in for Toe Hider. Yeah, I've heard some Toe Hider that Fooney has played me over on the Discord, and I've been impressed by them for sure. For sure. Okay. Autobahn by Kraftwerk, Ray says. He says, you should just put it directly on the master list. Okay, well, let me make a note. Let me make a note, Ray. I will take a look. Autobahn? Where'd it go? Yeah. Autobahn by Kraftwerk. Kraftwerk. Excellent. Okay, what else am I missing? Friends? Anything? I'm just excited for the week. It's finally like a decent temperature. It's been really chilly here the last few weeks, especially the last few days. And I've been waiting for it to get a little warmer for us to like be outside for quite a while. And it's going to get in the 50s today, so we might take Trixie out. Let's see. Fooney says there's new King Gizzard on Tuesday. Lord Mister. So this is what we do. I have a large and active Patreon, uh, and the folks on the Patreon have um, a set way to send me recommendations for the channel, for stuff on Patreon, for any of the stuff. And the way that we do that, there is a way for me to respond to each of them so that I can write the notes back, and I can do so efficiently and kind of and do them kind of in batches. And so what I have is a spreadsheet. Right now, it's got around 250 songs and albums that have caught my my curiosity, or they've caught enough support from the community as they say, hey, you should do this song or this album, and people in the community go, yes, I agree. If they get a bunch of upvotes, it's a way for me to gauge how the community feels about albums and songs that I have not yet heard. Right, that's what makes it difficult. So the community buy-in is something that helps me, and then I build this master list, and most of our content comes from that curated master list. I also have just my own things that I find. Megan finds things, our partner John finds things and sends them to me, and then I get a whole bunch of emails through our general Gmail, which is it's the Daily Doug at gmail.com. I don't often reply to all of those, but I do read all of them that come in. There's a sizable amount on a daily basis that comes in, and that's where we get our master list and our repertoire that we do here. It's almost entirely fan driven, community driven, and that's the good stuff. Thank you, Ray. Ray is being my producer here. Our Patreon, y'all. I love that community over there. We have three main tiers. At the $3 level, you can get access to our Discord and Daily Doug Radio. You can vote in our polls. It's the entry level tier. For $9 a month in the Doug Club, you get access to all of our pre-recorded video library, and new stuff pops in all the time. Most weeks, y'all, I have a new video for the Patreon. Every month we do 2 full album reactions. We also do an analysis reaction and or an analysis video, and then we do our fan favorites over on Patreon, one of those a month as well. Those are countdown style videos with multiple songs in a connected genre that people vote on. It's really cool. Um, we also have our Doug on Demand. This is what our top tier folks, the Council of Dougs, that is $15 per month. They get to join me on personal Zooms. We did one yesterday. We hang out for a few hours. We talk back and forth. We get to know each other a little bit. We play some music. Uh, we also have Doug on Demand episodes. Those are also Zoom calls just for our top tier patrons. And those are for folks that want to get a song in front of me, and they're not patient enough for it to get through all of the cracks, before it actually gets on the channel. Like, Doug needs to hear this, whether it's just here or wherever. And we hear a lot of music that's a little bit off the beaten path in the Doug on Demands, and I've discovered a lot of great artists and musicians and music that I don't think I would have ever heard through that. We hear about a dozen songs in every session, and those are available to our top tier patrons, the Council of Dougs, and our extremely top tier, our Doug's Angels. That is a $50 a month tier, and those are our special folks that help underwrite what we do. And when you see the wall of Doug's at the end of our Friday videos, that's who those people are. That's our Doug's Angels. Those are our people that are really helping to underwrite what we do. And we love all of our folks, but we really do appreciate the support of our angels and our council members. Excellent. What did I have missing? E Doilers, do you have the warning on you? That's the band that I was gonna get on there as well. Thank you for the reminder. Got that. Well done. Well done. Excellent. Oh, good, Janine. Your fan favorites is fixed. I'll look forward to seeing what you put in there. I was looking a little bit before we came on, and y'all have already got some really great ideas. Some really great ideas in there. Andrew, I haven't talked to Mom recently, um, but they don't. They're on relatively high ground where they are, so I don't think they've personally been affected by the flooding, but I've definitely seen the pictures. I saw a picture earlier today about the gift shop at Buffalo Trace Distillery being under a couple feet of water earlier this week. And I'm like, darn, I have shopped in there, and I hope that they can recover quite quickly from all of that, all of that flooding. Let me remind y'all while I have a break here just for a second of what we are up to this week. We've got Ghost on Metal Monday with two new songs, their two latest from their upcoming album. On Tuesday over on Patreon, I'm doing some jazz. We're going to do some music by Lyle Mays and my buddy Mitch Town, who is a great keyboard player, organist for sure. There you go, Jan. Texas flood. I'll be out. Yeah, that's a good one for that. On Wednesday, we've got Suzanne Vega with Luca. I'm taking Thursday off. And then on Good Friday, we will have the culmination of Radiohead and Kid A. We're going to be doing all of side 2 on Friday. My Saturday is going to be spent chilling and going to a concert up in northern New Jersey. We're going to see Big Big Train on Saturday, and then Sunday I will be back with a live stream on Sunday. I do believe, but I don't know what time yet because I have extra services to play next week, and I'm not sure if I can do it at noon earlier or not. Let me think on that. But we'll be in touch. We'll be in touch before next week. Funi's saying when you see Big Big Train, you got to check out the record store upstairs. I think I saw some Jackson Brown too. At the place up in what is it, Richardson in Jersey? It's not too far from the Meadowlands, right? Cool. Amethyst is seeing Hawkwind next Sunday. That's got to be fun. Excellent. Excellent. Friends, I think I'm going to call it a day. I think we've got through everything that we need to say, and I've got all of this music that I'm going to share with you. Ray's asking, when are you going to do some Hawkwind? When it happens, it happens. I'm not too concerned about it. When it happens, it happens. Yeah. Soggy's like, yeah, time for golf. I'm like, yeah, I'm eager. I know the leaders won't tee off like for another hour, but I'm gonna hope. You know what I'm gonna do, y'all? News alert. I think I'm gonna take a nap. I think I've earned one. I think I'm gonna take a short little nap, and then I'm gonna catch Rory and Bryson as they're playing the front nine, and then we will get rested, and then we'll get it done this week, y'all. Okay, Funi, the Williams Center, that rings familiar. It's got a record store and a cinema too. Well, that sounds fun. Excellent. So, friends, this week, be with me on Monday for a Metal Monday with 2 songs from the band Ghost. We're going to do some jazz on Patreon on Tuesday. We got a Woman Wednesday with Suzanne Vega and Luca on Wednesday, and then some Radiohead on Friday, the rest of Kid A. And it's going to be a a lovely week. Y'all enjoy it. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your friends and your family. Be kind and all of that good stuff. You know, what would Doug do? You know, that's the way you should do it, right? Okay, I think that is all for me today. Love y'all, and Megan sends greetings as well, and I will see y'all soon. Okay, peace. Now I got to figure out how to end the live stream because the interface is on the opposite side of this. So let's see. Uh huh. There's my fan.